All right, what's up, guys? This is podcast number 6 for Uncle Jerry's League, and today I got with me Derek.
Hello, hello.
I got Nick with Throw It Better,
Hi.
and then the Queen himself.
Oh.
All right,
He's getting
all
it right now.
Wentz is getting moved to 400 pounds.
I
Damn
say you
it!
change the
The,
Yeah,
kicker.
the
yeah.
audacity.
Either call me Matt or call me King. All right.
I can't call you
Okay.
Matthew.
No, I
Because
No,
thought
only his
I
mother
thought
calls him
no,
Matthew.
I
no,
thought Jets took Matthew away from you or Matt away from you. There can be only
Yeah,
one Matt in
no,
that
I think he's over there
division.
somewhere.
no. I'm the only one, Matt, because I won the division. All right.
Well,
So
it's a
I
new
get I get the
season.
name. I get the name, man. And
Yes.
he's 0-1. I'm 1-0. So I get the
Okay.
name.
Okay. So you get Matt, and so what is his name then? Jared.
His name is
It's
Squire.
Every time I
Squire
do
Matt.
that. All right. So actually, I could do this. So I'm gonna take a second for all the new guys, and if you guys can chime in if you want to say any crucial details of the two things I'm going to talk about. So we use Slack and Daddy Leagues, main tools we use in our franchise. So if you guys want to watch the stream and go along, you can, or you could just chill out. So this is Daddy Leagues. This is like one of the greatest things you can ever use for this. It shows all the standings, then you go by team, and then it shows all the players. Where's roster? There it is. It shows you different players, and then you can click on the players, and it gives you like a trade value. I don't really recommend going solely per the trade value because like this guy is 6 trade value. What is that worth? I don't know. He's really old though. I don't know. I just picked a random person. But this is Daddy
you
Leagues.
go by trade value if you're trading with me for Saquon Barkley.
So okay, look, I'll go look at Saquon Barkley for you. So you go to the Patriots,
I bet his trade value will be insane.
Saquon Barkley,
What a great Morse code post by
4,500.
Zach.
Oh my god, jeez. But then it shows like all of his stats. Does it show last year's stats? That'll be interesting.
Pretty sure it does.
Okay, so
The
for
bottom
some
somewhere.
reason it only shows the 3. Oh no, I get it. Okay, that's because he was on different team. I got it. Yeah, so then you can see that he was on the Broncos at first, then Moby trade for him, and now this is the start of the new year. So you guys can fool around with Daddy Leagues. It's an awesome tool. Helps you do trades. You can look at it for standings. You can look at it for schedules. A lot of different things on here. So the second thing I want to talk about is our communication tool, which is Slack. So I don't know if anyone's too not new to it, but it's just like any kind of messaging app where like here this is main chat where everybody could type and you could tag and you could shit talk or you could do whatever you want. You could talk in the podcast channel and then you can go down to direct messages and like message people, talk about trades, schedule your games, and all that fun stuff. Does anybody want to chime in about Slack or Daddy Leagues?
You're
Besides
good.
you
Get it?
use them,
That's,
just make sure you use them.
that's pretty much exactly what they are.
They're very helpful. So, all right. So let's talk about last year. I think we left off. I'm almost positive we left off at the NFC and AFC games, but I don't really remember the 4 conference games. But AFC and NFC championship games. AFC was the Raiders and the Ravens, and the Ravens beat the Raiders. Can't tell you the score because I don't remember. And then the Giants beat the Eagles. That was 17-14. I do remember that one because I got my ass kicked. And then in the Super Bowl, the Ravens beat the Giants. I think 16-13. Pretty close. I know it came down to the end. Nick, what do you think about your Super Bowl title?
What do I think about my Super Bowl title?
Was it a
And I
hard
mean,
fought
I
season?
just it was pretty hard fought. I went against some good people, but I'm disappointed I didn't go against Cali at the end. I thought that's who I was gonna have to go up against.
You didn't think
That's the
this,
only thing.
you didn't think Big Trey would be there?
No,
Take
I
his
mean
title?
I was I was just really worried about the Raiders guy because he fucked me up the first. Well, he didn't fuck me up, but he shut me down the first game. Then I decided to go more run heavy. I basically went run heavy through the whole playoffs, and that basically propelled me to the win because nobody could really stop my runs, and I played really good defense. So
Well, now no
that's
one
how
can
I
stop
won. But I
Uncle
wanted to
Phil.
play Cali Kane.
Oh yeah,
I wanted to beat the best. You know, to
yeah,
be the best, you got to beat the best.
yeah. I could show you the .7 second nano blitz, but I'll wait that for the
Yeah,
highlight
exactly.
reel.
I want to show him I could. I wanted to show him I could pancake his guys.
Oh yeah.
Probably not. Probably not. But
How about you two? Did you guys watch the Super Bowl or the two championship games?
I kind of watched off the corner of my eye. I didn't really see too much, though, admittedly. I had stuff going on during those, unfortunately.
It was kind of rushed. We all like played back to back to back to back. About you, Moby?
Yeah, it did.
we were,
It did just like happen immediately. That was kind of
we
funny.
were, it was, we were all in. We were all available, so we figured we might as well not delay it.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, here. Oh, that's the last season. All right. Well, I guess Moby had to go back to work. So let's move
Oh, no, I invited
on.
him back. So.
Oh, is he not here? I can't see if anyone leaves, so and I can't see if anyone joins. But let's talk about the draft. What do you guys think? How did the draft go overall? Think it went okay? I thought
I
there
was
was.
shocked by how many like development players there
Oh
were.
my god, that's what I
I
was
thought
about
the
to
whole
say.
big thing was about how this year. Well, I shouldn't think just thought. Like I've done a bunch of drafts, and I've never seen that many superstars, that many stars.
It's crazy.
I mean, I've had it like even quicks. There were a lot of. I mean, that was an insane draft.
Mm, I agree. I think
Like
like
the overall like
top
stats didn't look that good. Like a lot of them were like guys that were going to develop, but like just the fact that there were so many superstars were insane.
top five
Yeah,
were
and there was a lot of high
superstar
overalls.
besides the first overall
Top
pick.
five. Mine was fucking normal, which doesn't
Drafted a
make any sense
bus.
to me that it doesn't make any sense to me that it's normal because any rookie that is in like like Madden this year, I don't think there's any that's like above 75 overall that's not quick. For sure, every rookie that's like above 75 overall is quick. So for there to be one that's normal, especially one that's 81, kind of strange to me.
Oh shit! I just found the. I agree. I think I think you got it. Kind of got unfortunate with the top pick, but it was awesome how there's that many high overalls and that many development players. I couldn't believe the CPU would make all of them. 2013. That's what it was. So then let's move on to what you guys think about other people's drafts. In my opinion, the four best drafts were the Bills. He had a really good draft. I think
Bills,
Derek. I think you had a really good
like a
draft.
million picks.
Yeah, I can go through the teams. I think the Bills, the Cardinals, the Ravens, and I'm blanking out on the other one. Oh, it might have been the Dolphins. Yes, it was the Dolphins.
What is this?
This
What are
is
you
who.
listing out?
This is who I think had the best draft. So you guys can comment on.
No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't be included up there.
You had like two
Only
top.
because, only because there was, there was.
What were you saying?
Did we lose him?
I I'm guessing you can't see
think
if
we
they
lost.
leave either.
He's still in
Hey,
here
he's
though,
still
so let's throw it
here.
better.
I'll invite Moby
He
back.
just lost his audio feed. I'd
Probably
be
the
curious. I haven't even actually looked at
Here,
his.
I'm here. Sorry, I have my plug and play charging and it's fucked up, so I have to like keep it at a correct angle or else my controller shuts off. Which it just did. But I was gonna say the people, I don't know. I didn't really take my time to look at who I should draft number one. I figured I didn't need secondary, which is where it was seemed like it was really strong this year with secondary in the draft. I didn't really need secondary, so what I looked to next is linebacker, and I saw the top guy, and I didn't realize that like there like certain draft stories can tell potential or something. If I would have known that, I would have done more research there.
yes.
But so I just took the top guy. I'm like, okay, this guy looks pretty good. His stats were good. His everything except for his 40 time was good in terms of physical stats. And I drafted him as fucking normal. And I see all these other people go who are like fucking crazy. I'm like, shit, that really sucks.
I think like the top three corners were all star or above.
But like I said, like I probably should have taken a second look, but I really, I mean, all my top two corners and my free safety and strong safety are all 90 overall plus. I really didn't need secondary, but I still probably should have looked there because the players that were there were really good. But the only downside of this draft is that other than that one corner, the physical stats of this draft class were kind of shit.
Yeah, that's kind of what
I
I was
agree.
alluding to earlier. There were like a lot of development guys, but their stats weren't all that impressive.
Yeah, like I think like the fastest wide receiver is on the Saints team. He's got 96 speed, and I don't think there's anybody else with that. I think like next is like maybe 94, but there's not that many guys up there. And then corner, I mean, obviously that one guy's fucking 98 speed, but I don't think there's. I mean, I know CT's guy is pretty fast. Another thing is linebackers. There was like no fast
Yeah, there's
linebackers at
no.
all.
I agree. There was no.
The only
like, solid
the only linebackers that were the only linebackers that had decent speed were ones that were super short. So I didn't even look at them because I'm not going to draft a middle linebacker that's 5'11". If he's not, the only way I would play with somebody that short is if they were really fast, like a safety or something.
So
Derek,
there were
what about
7
your team?
superstars and 15 stars. That's insane.
You could check. How do you check that?
I just went to Daddy Leagues and then I went
Oh,
to
did you go to
Rookie
the
Only.
rookie? Oh, nice.
So
You know, I
that was
probably should do
convenient.
that.
And Buffalo had
There's
2
How do you do
superstar D
that?
tackles. That's so cool.
I'm about
Dude,
to find out.
How right was I when I was like PMing you, CT,
I
about all
know.
the guys all the guys I was like, dude, this D tackle's the best guy in the freaking draft. Boom.
It was
Superstar.
How are you
crazy.
Dude,
seeing
this tight end
how
is
are,
gonna be amazing. Boom.
how are you organizing by
Superstar or
rookies?
star.
Yeah, there's a
Just a little
checkbox.
thing under filters. It says injured only, retired only, rookie only. You just check
Oh, and
rookie
player
only.
search. Okay, gotcha.
There you go. Look at this. Now this is much better.
Yeah, this makes it a little easier too because you can see.
You can see.
You can sort
everything.
by div too.
Yeah.
Yes. You could probably let's search by. Oh, you could search by.
Yeah, this
position.
corner, this corner,
Let's see the
this
corners.
corner is obviously crazy because he's 98 speed, but his zone's really bad. So like he probably would be a crazy main coverage guy, but it would be tough to play him in his zone. Right now, at least. I mean, he's superstar, so you could obviously get him up.
So there was 40. Or there's 40. There was 480 overall plus corners. Actually, well, I guess can't really say that because people could have trained them. But I thought that's pretty crazy. There's 4. And then there's actually, well, you could count this guy. He's 79. There's 5 solid corners. One's only superstar. The other 4 are quick. It's interesting.
This Colts linebacker is somebody I was looking at, but the guy that Dom drafted, he's who I should have drafted number 1, but I decided to go with the guy I drafted. Obviously, it was the wrong decision.
Hindsight 2020.
And there were two superstar offensive linemen. Then I know this Crandall Washington guy was pretty good looking, but he was 24. That's the only downside to him. He's 24.
Bennett Dean, dude. I don't know how everyone overlooked him. Literally kept telling CT. I was like, if literally the last thing I didn't need was D-tack or D lineman, I would have got this guy.
Yeah, he's really good. He's a really nice 3-4 run
Vita Vea.
stuffing D tackle. But that's like I run a 4-3, so I didn't really need. I was looking for speed rushers, but it's so hard to find a D tackle speed rusher. It literally is so difficult. There's like none in the whole league.
I was telling you, the Bills draft was insane. What?
The hell was that?
Oh, it was like the biggest fucking fart ever.
Well, while you are relieving yourself, you could tell us how you think your draft went.
Dude, I loved my draft. I got pretty lucky. I felt like so a lot of them were stabs in the dark too, like later in the draft. You just kept getting lucky with like the development traits. Man, really wasn't much skill involved.
You had a bunch of random guys that were quick.
Yeah,
kind of
exactly.
got lucky.
Dudes that like aren't the greatest over like stats per se, like that. I think there's like the receiver I got. He I didn't. Let me see what's his name. Morrow, I think his name is.
Bradley Morrow.
Off the top of my head.
74 overall,
Like,
92
you know,
speed.
he's not. There you go.
He's not a burner.
The safety you have looks pretty good.
No, yeah,
I think
safety.
he's got the 97 jumping.
Yeah, that's the guy. He was a corner. I saw that 42 vertical, and I was like, dude, I love jumping. Like, for the last 2 years, for my like corners or especially for safeties, I like if I don't know. I think jumping is one of the most important stats. They just like get up and they jump like. They're the ones that, like they break on the ball. And then the agility. If I wanted to user him, he'd probably be amazing.
Yeah.
I don't user my safeties too much, but occasionally I do. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see.
So overall, I think you have a really good draft
like
class.
It's like you tricked out Jordan Morrison.
See your
Give him
anchor. Anchor on the
give him
offensive
some
line.
elbow pads. See, you got to make all your offensive linemen look like they're fucking
bulldozers.
Like you had them last year. Yeah, they all had like fucking neck rolls and high pad heights and
like
shit.
They came right from
I
the
haven't even edited any of his appearances. Does Jordan Morrison like look weird? It's funny.
He's got like, you know how like Ray Lewis had that arm thing, you know, like the elbow pad kind of thing. Look like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like different from anything else.
Yeah, I know what you're talking. That big thing on the elbow.
Yeah, it's like yeah. He's got one on each side, and he's got these big ass wristbands, and he's got his fingers taped. I thought for sure you edited him. It looks like you did. I didn't know anybody would come base like that.
Yeah,
I don't think he looks weird.
I edited his position so that like he'd develop better. Made him a guard.
Gotcha.
But like until I can get him past protection or whatever, I still stand by. I hate this development mode. But
yeah, it's unfortunate.
But yeah, no, I do need to like edit people. I usually do like making guys look the way I like, but I've just been so busy, and then things have been happening. I feel like I've been on Slack Messenger more than I've been on the game.
100% on that one.
Yeah, I kind of I was feeling kind of. I mean, I guess like I fucking took my running back, and I'm happy with him. I mean, I got shut down by the Browns. He got shut down. I did well with Mixon, but Uncle Phil got shut down by the Browns. Um, but I still like him as a player, and I'm hoping moving forward he'll. Even though there's only normal development that he'll become something. He's like a better Bo Scarborough. But you kind of get a little bit salty when CT takes a superstar guy that you were possibly thinking about taking right after you take this guy.
Dude, my boy, he looks like he's going to be nasty. He already has +2 speed from his all of his boosts. He went from an 80 to an
I was just gonna
85.
say, I was like, I just saw 90 speed, and I was like, I remember his combat being so much worse.
Yep.
That's funny that he got the speed boosts. How
He
lucky is that?
so
And
lucky.
they also like made speed less likely to pop up too. So that's like super lucky too.
I've only gotten one speed plus one speed this whole league, and that was once at like the very beginning on Robbie Anderson. And CT's been getting speed on like Derrick Henry and
Derrick Henry's
you
got
know
a
this
couple.
guy, and I haven't gotten for whatever reason I haven't gotten speed on anybody.
Hmm.
I don't know if I'm not upgrading the right thing or something. I don't know what it is. Do you have to like upgrade like deep threat on a wide receiver to get their speed up, or is it just random?
It's gotta be random.
Yeah, it's random. At least how I understand it.
Because I usually do slot on all my wide receivers
I think it's random.
if they're catching traffic up.
All right, so who do you guys think as a rookie gonna make the biggest impact on your teams?
Probably that
On
corner.
my team,
Yeah, you think your corner or your safety? I think I'd have to
Oh
agree.
yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I already have 2 user picks with the guy I took at 7, the guy that won the Heisman, Everett Frazier. And then the number 1 pick guy had 2 sacks.
I think
But
for my team, I'm either looking at
I'm
my
not
running
super
back
excited about
or
anybody.
my tight end. I think the tight end's gonna have a big season. I think Big Daddy's gonna.
Think so? Your tight end that you move from wide receiver.
Yeah, I think Big Daddy's gonna show everyone who's who.
Was he one of
What's that?
I would have moved over? They were kind of like slow, but they would have been like speed tight or quick tight ends.
Yeah, he's.
But they
I
all
think he
started
got
going.
85 speed. Yeah.
He's just
I
kind
got
of
him in the
short.
4th round. Yeah, I think he's like 6'1", 6'2". But he's all buffed out with his huge ass shoulder pads. He looks like he's a fucking Sherman tank coming down. All right, what about it for the
They're
whole
one of those
league?
6'8" guys.
What do you guys think is gonna win defensive rookie of the year and offensive rookie of the year? I'm gonna say offensive rookie of the year. I'm gonna go on a limb and go with my boy. His name
I'm
is.
going with the first African born QB ever.
I'm doing Kalabuto McLarth.
McElrath.
I think he's winning offensive rookie
Kabuto
of the year.
McElrath.
I think that's no question. And then my vote for defensive rookie of the year is going to be the Bills D tackle.
But it's different. But it's one on each conference though.
Okay, and then I think I only picked 2, so you don't have to pick. Go pick or do something else. I picked 2. Derek, who do you think is going to win rookie of the year?
He already left.
He left.
I don't know if he lagged out or something. Yeah, I think he might have lagged out.
Can you invite him back, or do I have to invite him back?
I tried to invite him back. We'll see if he joins back.
Well, we will see.
I think Rocco Mulligan's gonna pull it out for the AFC.
Fucking Rocco. Is that the Dom's quarterback?
Yeah, and then defensive, I have no idea. Who do you think? I think Terrell Suggs is gonna win MVP.
I think actually. Jeez, have you seen the Falcons' corners? If anyone needs a corner, go hit up the Falcons. A little old, but some bitch.
A little old. I think they're more than a little old. He's got the retirement home, except for
Except for the rookie.
Lester.
98 speed. I think he's star. Superstar.
You should put him at linebacker.
Alright, he invited me, so let's try to invite him back. We're gonna blame you. We're gonna say you kicked him.
I think you kicked him.
You know what? I had to ask him what was the shape of Italy. All right, Dick.
That was weird.
You want to say anything about Rookie of the Year predictions or?
Rookie of the year. No, not really. I mean, it's gonna come down. Probably be somebody who has like a really good linebacker, or somebody with like a receiver that they're really good with. I mean, if you run well with that running back, you have a chance. That guy looks really good. And if you like put everything, like I would put everything into power running back, so you'll get break, tackle, and trucking up. Then that guy'd be perfect.
It's gonna be insane. Cause
You just gotta get
rookies,
his spin and juke thresholds up.
yeah, that's the main thing I'm trying.
You should
to
be able
get.
to upgrade him quickly with Superstar.
We already went up 5, but Derrick Henry's on his way out here relatively soon.
Yeah, it's a
Henry's
shame
on his
that
way
there's
out.
no stamina. So like, there's really no point in having a 1-2 punch.
Yep, it's unfortunate. Down the drain.
You know, there is stamina because I see people get tired, but it's like kind of weird. It's like a lot of times on defense, my guys get tired when I keep running the same formation and they like quickly run the ball or throw the ball over and over. My like big ass fat linemen start to get tired, and over time I know that my running back starts to get tired, but not nearly as much as I did last year. So we could consider moving that slider if that's something. Because if we can't get injuries,
That's,
Yeah.
I hate fucking injuries. I just don't feel like just arbitrary.
You hate no
moving it
injuries?
helps. No, not the injury one. The injury slider is the only one I ever with any of the other sliders though. It's just personal preference. Because you don't like know how it works. Injuries, it's like so tangible. Like if people are getting hurt more or if they're not. All the other ones, it's so just like I don't know.
hit
up
or
in the air.
miss.
Yeah.
So, anything you guys want to add? Any comments about the rookie draft or last year?
Bennett Dean, dude.
Bennett
Go on and on and on about that guy.
Trade
I've never
for
seen a
him.
guy have 85 like off the start. I've never seen that.
well, he wasn't at 85. He just upgraded him, I think, through the preseason to 85.
Did he? I
But
thought
we
he
just
started
got-
off because it was
No,
it was above 82. It was at least 84. It was,
I think it was
like
84.
2 over.
I have
Okay,
to ask
84.
Bills.
I know for sure he was at least over. He was at least 84. I know that for a fact. Because I was like, holy shit! I've never seen that.
Once he gets his
Yeah,
block
you probably have
shooting
to ask him.
and
He
power
probably know.
moves up, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, 86 block shed to start, 83 power move, or maybe he's got enough too, but 95 strength. I mean, he's Vita Vea. That's why I was like, oh, he's so good. I was really bummed out that I traded Vita Vea, but I mean, I got lucky that I got the lineman that I wanted, so I didn't feel like I totally lost in that trade. If I wouldn't have gotten guys that were good or with good development, I definitely felt like I lost the trade, but it worked out for me.
Hey, as long as you think it works out. What about any predictions for this year? What do you guys think? How are you guys gonna do? It's like your projected record for yourself.
I don't really know. I haven't really looked at it, to be honest. So that'd be something worth looking. But I mean, I have Cali King in my league, which sucks, and he has my number, so that doesn't help.
No comment.
Let's see.
What about you, Nick?
Yeah, I haven't really looked at my schedule either. I mean, I definitely have some tough games this year. I have a first place schedule. I play against like Raiders and Patriots, and I play against your division, so I play against the West, the NFC West.
Oh
I play
yeah, I
against
play
you and
you guys.
Calicane, and then I play against I forget which AFC division. I play against. I think I play against. Yeah. I play against the East. So I play against Berg as well. So it definitely is not an easy schedule, but I feel like I can still be successful. I mean, after winning the Super Bowl, I'm not the only really guy I'm super worried about is freaking Cali Kane. Play against him week 3. Might kick my ass. We'll see.
I hope
I
you're
don't think I've ever
prepared.
played against him this year or last year, so
I hope you're
I don't really know what to
prepared.
expect. But I
It's
mean, I'm
funny.
confident. I don't think I'm gonna do bad.
No, it's just different, honestly. All right. Well, I don't really know how I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna get my ass kicked this year. I think Big Bad Cowboys and Samaji P. Ryan's gonna run the league. So you better watch out.
Think so?
Calling it. I hope
No,
he
he
goes.
plays well.
Cowboys.
I hope he goes to the playoffs and plays
Cowboys
Cali
lost to
King.
Trayvon Boykin and the Lions.
Oh shit. Well. Oh well.
Trayvon Boykin threw for 156 and a touchdown.
Okay. Well, if anybody else, this is it of what I wanted to get through. If anybody wants to go in and talk about their rookies or their season, let me know in Slack or in Twitch chat, and then I'll get your gamer tag, and then we get you in here. But other than that, I got nothing really else scheduled and planned. How's everyone's night going?
I demand more content.
Well, then you can
I
fucking
demand.
you can do it yourself next time. You be solo
I
podcast.
do. Alright, I'll do. You gotta take calls from the audience.
Yeah,
There
I
you
gotta
go.
take calls. You gotta take calls.
We should put the podcast on Reddit and then we'll take calls.
Could,
I
but
was
it's kind
considering
of
I was considering just putting yeah, I was considering just putting the podcast actually just up on Reddit because why not? See if people would watch it.
like the Twitch stream or the YouTube video.
No, after it was done, the YouTube video.
Yeah, I could post the YouTube video link.
I think we deserve a Twitch partnership.
You know what?
Twitch partner.
I agree. So we could buy another warehouse.
The
And
thing
we
is
can
though, like I'm
free
pretty sure
Moby.
I
Keep
forget
moving
how
on
many
that.
I forget how many viewers you have to. My friend told us one time how many viewers you have to average to get a Twitch sponsorship. But I'm sure that if we get like everybody in the league to watch every time we stream, we actually do something.
You know, you
This
could
would be
do that.
interesting.
You could, and then I don't know if you ever get money for people watching it. I don't think you can. I think you only get money for like people subscribing. But if you could get money from all that stuff, you could throw all the money back into the league as like the end of the season prize pool, something like that.
We need a podcast sponsor. Like
Yeah. Yeah,
what
you know what?
like what sponsors some other podcasts? Like I know
GoDaddy.
there's
Gotta
like a
get GoDaddy.
there's like an underwear company that does it sometimes or men's products.
Okay, and then
There's
we'll,
like
you
some
know what?
men's products website.
We'll do the commercial, and then we'll flip to you on a live cam, and then you can show off the new underwear.
You think so? Show them how
Yeah.
comfortable it is. I would do it.
How
And
about
then
Big Trey?
you know what?
Trey.
You know what? That's a
Do
even
it.
better idea.
He'll be the model. We need a sponsor. We need. It doesn't have to be it could be. It could be Charles Tillman Paving. I think that should be the sponsor
I don't know
of our podcast.
how that's gonna go for you.
You don't think you don't think you don't think the paving company would sponsor?
No, I don't. I'm no longer employed, so I don't got strings to pull.
We all just get. I don't even know what we get as members or hosts. Like usually when on a podcast when they are sponsored, they get like free stuff, but not really sure what
Well, you can get
what a
your
paving
driveway
company would give
done.
us.
You can get a shovel and you can
Yeah,
get.
we'll we'll do the podcast out on the driveway, and the background will be
There you go.
just people paving. Want to get your driveway paved?
Yeah.
There you go, right there.
You
Here,
want to
watch
make it
these
black and
guys.
don't turn back? Choose us.
Freaking paving
Okay.
company.
Well, I'm gonna assume nobody else wants to get on here. Let
Didn't the
me.
Chargers guy say he wants to come on?
Let's message him. Let's see where he's at.
Quick podcast.
That's what I had a feeling. I didn't think.
He said I'm down to join. He said I'm down to join. You guys know that I'm up and I'm down, even though down and up are opposites, mean the same exact thing.
Yeah,
Actually,
I'm up for it. Down for it. Yeah.
go to Google Translate, and I want to know what that is in German.
You want on? What'd you say you want on?
I was typing with on one hand. All right, you know what? And you're the one supposed to be getting people on here, Mister.
What do you mean I'm the one that's supposed to be getting people in
Phone.
here?
That's what you said. You're gonna get people to call in.
I said you should get people to call in. I'll be the guy that sits in the room and answers people's calls to make sure they're not like trolling before I send them through.
Well,
Like usually when you call like a sports station, you
get the
you
interns.
get some guy answer say, "What's your name and where you're from and what do you want to talk about?"
You get the interns.
I'll be that guy.
Yeah, but you know what? Too bad, because no one, no one's even biting. It looks like you're sitting next to the phone and no one's ringing.
You gotta get some fake people to call in.
Is Des Bryant still a free agent? Oh, who signed him?
Des Bryant was a free agent.
He was for a while. I thought everyone's gonna blackball him.
Blackball him. I don't know if that's the correct term to use.
It's the term I used.
Zach's Morse code. That was funny. I just made
Yeah, no,
this
that's
so
all-
waste time looking it up.
Yeah, that's all. That's what I was laughing at earlier because when you were doing introductions, put it in. I'm like, that's a good one.
Hang on, wasn't I'm gonna look by team. Didn't Moby trade like a high draft pick for Des Bryant? That's so funny that he didn't get him again.
I don't think he traded a high draft pick.
Oh, that's something worth talking about. Zach's retirement. That was crazy. I didn't know that could happen.
Yeah, I didn't know that can happen. So what we're talking about is Zach, the Titans. He signed Larry Fitzgerald in free agency or in preseason, and then retired in preseason.
Well, no, it was their last week to sign somebody, like re-signs, and then he signed him, and then during the off season, he retired. So he
That's
signed
weird. I
him,
wonder if that's
Larry
just a
Fitzgerald
bug.
agreed to a contract, and then he retired during the off season, like during that sim.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know if that's just a bug because usually they retire right after the Super Bowl. The retirements come in right after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. Because he was like, "Oh, I have Larry Fitz for a year or two. He's gonna go down." I mean, like Zach said, he's not like shocked because he's so old, but like he was like, I'll re-sign him just because at least he's, passable. Like you could catch the ball. You'd fill a.
Yeah, probably slow as shit, but probably had decent catching. He decided to call it quits. It was like Eric Decker.
Yeah, to hang it up
Yeah, just like, you know what, I'm done.
with the Bills corner. Halftime.
What, just quit on everybody?
Yeah, he retired at halftime.
I'm happy that
Vontae Davis.
I'm happy that Kelly Kane didn't really get any good rookies because he probably would win awards with them. Actually, it doesn't really matter to me, but probably matters to you guys.
I was thinking the same thing. He like, always wins all the damn awards. Which is
Yeah,
on his
because
freaking side.
you freaking sweep through everything. At least you got a chance somewhere. I mean, didn't he sweep? He swept offense and defense rookie of the year last year, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Somehow.
So
Oh,
hopefully
you
that
know what?
shouldn't
I
be the
forget.
case
I don't
again.
even think didn't I get a star linebacker that was a shot in the dark? That was the guy that was like my
Good question.
crazy pick. Yeah, Deshae Bonner. Right? Yep, Deshae Bonner. That's it. 5th round.
Here, look, I'll go look at
Was he any good?
Meh.
Yeah,
Meh.
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 Nah. I mean, I dislike fast guys, so. But he's a 79 speed, 82 agility, 86 excel. He's 6'3", 253. He's got
Nice.
78 finesse moves, 71 power moves, 75 block shedding.
At least he's a star.
Yeah. So 81 hit power, 83 pursuit. Then everything else is meh. But star, so I mean, he won't start, but he's my backup in like every linebacker position. So, and I generally just do either the defensive line linebacker or linebacker corner. So each week he's going to get better and better. So hopefully, at the end of the season, or what you were explaining to me, that he'll have star for 2 seasons, CT.
Yes.
At the end of 2 seasons, he should like actually be a fairly decent speed rusher, but like pass rusher linebacker. Just won't
Probably
have the top end speed.
probably like lower 80s. I would say that. I think you
Yeah.
could probably get him a 2 or 3. Depends if you like train or like select train him as well. I think the extra
I have
300
been.
every week might be worth it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I've
hopefully,
been,
like finesse move being there, block shed being where it's at. His acceleration is actually pretty dang good. So like he will be good. Just is gonna take, he's just not gonna be good right away.
Yes, the problem with some of these guys is they have good developments, but fucking doesn't really matter because their physical stats suck so much that even if I do get them up, they're not really going to be the best players.
Yeah. I'm not too worried though about like this guy's physical. Like, yeah, 79 speed, I like better. But I mean, 86 acceleration and 82 agility is actually pretty good for him being that big.
I agree.
Just the speed isn't there. But I mean, again, if I use him as a pass rusher, that's not the end of the world. He just has to get in, get some sheds.
Yeah.
You don't really have any old linebackers either, so.
No, yeah, all my I like love my linebacking core now. I was trying to I'm still so bitter. Zach fucking swooped me twice, but I was trying to trade Quan and a first, one of my early first 13 for what's his name from Dom, Daniil Hunter, and then Dom freaking doesn't take the trade, makes an awful pick, or not an awful pick, but like makes a pick he didn't like, and then trade Zach for Nuggets. Like, so much worse of a trade than I did.
Maybe he's just better friends with him.
Got really crappy second round picks. So, haha, Zach, you listen to this.
Shots fired.
But I'm still so bitter about it. So bitter. Because I would have had I would have moved Jalen Smith back in the middle, Jalen Layton, Hassan Reddick, and what's his name? Daniil Hunter. Oh, would have been sick. But whatever.
At least you still got a solid defensive line.
Oh yeah, those guys would come. I've just been like D-line training for the last year and this year. Alvin Tomlinson, man, he's my sleeper.
So are you just hitting speed rusher down Myles Garrett?
That's what I just started doing with speed rushing because I was doing power rusher like this whole time basically, but now he's I think pretty close to being 99. I think he's 98 power rushing. So now I'm forced to do the other.
I don't know. Like, it's funny. I was just talking to my other buddy Josh, who's in that 4-man league. He doesn't like playing in these big leagues, but like Miles Garrett's almost not worth it. Like, he doesn't get the stats. Like, he doesn't get sacks. I mean, he doesn't really get that many tackles. That could be because people run away from him, maybe.
Possibly.
But I mean, I do run a 3-4, so like your 3-4 D linemen really don't get many sacks, regardless. But I don't know, like Miles Garrett, for being as beast as he is, I kind of wish he'd do more.
I know. I want
The only
more
guy
out of
that-
my
the only-
80 overall lineman.
The only defensive lineman I ever saw actually just completely fucked me up was Khalil Mack. Couldn't do anything to his side. He just eat me up in the run game and in the pass game.
Well, that makes sense. Khalil Mack is insane.
But the thing is, though, like, I was saying about this before, like, honestly, Jalen Ramsey is a really shitty pick at the top for a fantasy draft. Because if you look at his stats, like, he's a 99, right? And everything's already at 99 for him. And basically, when you draft him, pretty much everything's at 99. So I think he starts at, like, 94 zone or something, or 95 zone. But he's already at, like, probably, like, 96 or 97 zone for his archetype. So unless you get, like, extremely lucky, it's really hard to get him up to 99 zone, or probably even 99 man. Like, the Broncos doesn't have him up to 99 zone or 99 man.
Yeah, you don't like. I have him in another league, and that's what happens. You don't get him into 99 of anything.
Like, I definitely think Lattimore is probably the best corner pick. And then Tre'Davious
See,
White
I
now
don't
has 99
necessarily agree
zone.
with that either, though, because he doesn't get up to 99 either. He's just fast. But like,
Lattimore? Lattimore's
Yeah.
up to 99 now. He's up to
Is he?
99 zone. Yeah, and I got Tre'Davious White up to 99 zone, and his archetype is only at 97. I'm not really sure. Not really sure what else I'm going to get there. So I'm just going to probably upgrade man. I'm at 95 man. And then Berg has got Denzel up to 93.
that'd be interesting. Marshall.
Like,
What
Tre'Davious
was
White's good, but
Marshawn's
he's-
jump 91.
But Tre'Davious White's like way slower than all these other guys.
I wonder what the Broncos put in to the zone. Like, I wonder if he went all zone right away, or or what. Just because, like, man is up to 98, zone's at 97 for Ramsey.
Yeah, I think the advantage to Ramsey though is his damn fucking like hit power and shit for a corner.
Well,
He'll
Ramsey,
light
like,
you up
I
at
must
corner.
think like he's one of those guys you could bring in and just do that freaking bullshit linebacker change. Because he's 6'2". He's not big, like he's 208, but I mean all of his other stats are 82 tackle. I mean, what's his hit power?
Yeah, he's a really good 46 speed guy. If you run that, somebody to basically play at linebacker at defensive back,
Yeah.
if you so chose to do that. 95 speed, it'd be kind of stupid.
An 81 hit
96
power.
acceleration. 97 play rec. That's crazy.
Only 50
Yeah,
But, like,
I
I've
guess
been-
Marshawn Lattimore is the better pick.
Yeah, as it is right now, I think he got a couple boosts in speed though, so he got kind of lucky there. Freaking Calikine has Artie Burns up to 98 zone, and his fucking thing is only at 93. His archetype.
Jeez.
This team's gonna be loaded at the end of this year. I feel bad for you.
It's already
As
looted.
per usual. That's why I traded out of his friggin' division and the other. I couldn't believe it when I saw that. I'm like, Bear, so cool. And it's like, Calikane pass. Nope, not happening.
Not
not
happening this
happening.
year.
I am not in 2 leagues with them. Not 2 divisions.
It'll be
No.
interesting to see how that goes though, because that's gonna be Sim. So I'm wondering if he'll still be so dominant. Probably won't be able to use the safeties there as easily as he does in this league.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, it shouldn't.
So we'll see. Because I did what he did in that other 4-man league. I moved Collins down a linebacker, and it didn't work out that great.
He just
I
must
mean,
be a good user because Collins is not.
that's
I mean,
what
I
it
know you're
is.
trying to tell me differently, but I don't think Collins is. Like, I don't really think he's a good user. He doesn't have the stats,
Let's see.
doesn't have the agility, doesn't have the jumping, doesn't have the height. Very strange.
What team? Is it 49ers?
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, he's got really low agility. That's the main thing that's weird to me. I would think Landon Collins would have higher agility.
Oh, you're talking about Collins. Yeah. No, I mean,
Yeah.
dude, I don't know. I think you're crazy. He's 90 acceleration, 88 speed. He's 6
Yeah, but
foot, so he's tall enough.
the thing is, though, like, I mean, I guess, but, like, to me,
82 zone.
it's either height or jumping. You got to either have height or jumping to be a good user. You can be
See,
short, but you got to have good jumping.
You
Because
just
otherwise,
gotta be
it's
athletic.
tough.
Overall athletic. Users is all based on like the user. That's the thing. Like, it's
Yeah,
that's
and-
why like and that just goes into like the speed thing. Why this is bugging me? Why I don't like it is because like I've perfected my user. Like I know how fast, how far I need to go. So, like, it all comes down to the user. Like a user can be good with anybody, and as long as they're like fast. And my base for a user generally is like 87 speed with like 90 acceleration. If you get a guy like that or like 89 acceleration, then you can do something with them. Then all the added bonuses are height and jumping. Like, of course, like that helps, but that's just added bonus. That doesn't make them a good user. Like, you can have all that, and if you're not good, like, you're not going to be a good user.
Yeah, I
Like
think
Hassan, like people use Hassan Reddick all the time. Like I know people like suck with him. Like they can't use him.
yeah, it's just what I've always seen is that I mean, obviously speed matters for a user because you need to be able to cover the gaps. But I've seen obviously agility is to quickly change direction. If you're going one direction and you say, "Oh shit, I need to go cover this guy over the middle of the field," it helps change your go from one place to another faster. Then obviously jumping kind of helps because you can, or height because you can play a little bit underneath the receiver, so you can kind of cover two people at once.
Yeah.
Cover somebody over top and underneath. You can just
Definitely
get some
don't
stupid
disagree
animation.
that the height and jumping helps. I mean, because that's why Leighton Vander Esch works so well for me. But that being said, Dom didn't do anything with Leighton Vander Esch when he had him. So it's like, I think at the end of the day, it comes down to user.
Yeah, I don't know if he's done anything with freaking Edmonds. I tried to get him back so many times, but he's not budging on me.
Yeah, I wanted to trade for Edmonds, but like Edmonds is one of those guys that needs to be usered, just like Leighton does, at least at the beginning until you get their stats up. Just because they've got
See,
all
like,
the user stats, they don't really have
You,
the.
like, yeah, like I'm willing to trade Reuben Foster, but the issue I have with Reuben Foster is that his cap penalty is gonna fuck me up even more than my cap penalty already is. He's got-
a cap penalty.
I mean,
What are you
the
at?
thing is, the thing is though, like I'm at like 38 million, I think. The thing is though, this would be for next year though, right? I'm pretty sure if I trade him, it would count
Yeah.
towards next year, so it's not as bad. But still, it's
I wish it showed it on Daddy Leagues. I don't think it does.
Cap penalty. Okay, so you will at your
Did you really just come in here and fart, you stupid dog?
you only have
off
33
again.
million in cap
The nice thing-
space.
The nice thing
think-
about the way that my team is set up though is if I want to trade any of these guys I traded for, it doesn't cost me any cap hit to trade them. So all these new guys I have, if I wanted, like when I traded away Jarvis Landry, it didn't cost me any cap hit to trade them away.
Okay, the
Yeah, that's true.
Broncos right now have the lowest compared to you.
Did you trade for Marcus Williams or did you have Marcus Williams?
Yeah, that was the trade with friggin' Moby. It was him, Adoree Jackson, and Malik Jackson for Jimmy Smith, Fletcher Cox.
Oh, nope. Guess who has
something
the
else.
least?
Oh, in a first rounder next year.
Guess who has the lowest cap space?
What?
Moby.
Yeah, he's done a lot of trades for big seller cap guys.
I'll give you a first and a second for Marcus Williams.
Ooh, trade
He's
My
like-
team
talks.
is complete.
He's like,
And
he's
my
like
team's
fucking
complete.
crazy. Here are
Trade
the
talks in
stats.
the pod-
Nothing
Everyone
else.
join the podcast and we'll get you your trade knocked out.
Marcus Williams is only quick though. That's the thing that kind of sucks is that most like you talked about this before. I only had 2 people go up in fucking development last year. I had a good season. I only had 2 people go up, but you look at Calican and his whole fucking defense went up in in development.
I had
Plus like Hines went up, Darnold went up, Chark went up for him. His tight end went up.
I had one, and that
Um,
was Matthew Stafford.
His 2 outside linebackers went up to star. Artie Burns went up to star. Did this guy go up? No, actually, I don't know if he was that before.
Well, the league can thank the punching bag for freaking my linebacker going up. Sam Reddick.
Punching
That happened
bag.
in the last, like he had, what was it, 8 sacks last game of the year. Oh, thank God.
Oh, the fucking
I was
punching
saying
bag.
9, but I think I remember looking up the stats and it was 8.
But like, yeah, it was just kind of weird. Like, I'm not really totally sure, because obviously that chart that we all looked at is not 100% correct.
I
No,
don't
it's
think
not.
so.
It doesn't make I mean, if you look at the stats, like how did Myles Garrett retain superstar? Like how? He didn't do
Well,
anything.
I think-
last year.
Oh, he's not even a rookie too. That's what's
He's not a
really
rookie.
weird. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm saying. Like I don't.
Yeah,
It
and
doesn't make any
And
sense.
like Bosa went down. Bosa went down, but he stayed.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make any
Like-
sense to me.
Can I look at career stats? Let me like read these out just so people listening can hear how useless he was last year. I mean, it was useless. but,
Useless.
Like he had 20 tackles and 11 sacks. 20 tackles and 11 sacks. How
No,
does that
was Zach
retain-
fucking traded for Edmonds?
Did he?
During the podcast.
Oh, that's fake. Okay, that's fake. I was about to fucking be so salty. You guys are in here. Colts sent Tremaine Edmonds, Titans sent Connor Barwin and a 4th this year. Where did Connor Barwin come from?
That's so funny.
Connor Barwin. First of all, that's not how you spell Edmonds, so I don't know who that guy is. Who's Tremaine Edmonds?
He has insider information.
incorrect.
Probably how Zach pronounces it too. He's the king of mispronouncing people.
You think so?
Oh no, I don't think so. I know so. Hey, give it a minute. What's the? Oh, I wish he was on right now. That's been so funny.
Who's he
Tyrone Matthew.
mispronounce?
He goes Tyrone Mathau.
What?
Tyrone Yeah.
Mathau?
And then Danielle Hunter because Danielle Hunter. Oh God, there's a couple. Even though the Danielle Hunter one, like that one's fair. Like I didn't know what Danielle Hunter's name was.
I knew. I'm pretty sure it was Danielle just because I heard announcers say it and stuff.
Yeah, no, that's the only way I found out. I was like, Daniel.
It looks like Danielle.
What's the other? There's a couple. Oh, he's got a couple good ones. I wish he was on. This is so funny. He's just like the king.
Does he do it
of
on
mispronouncing
purpose
his
or
name.
is it just like the way he pronounces
No,
it?
he just like reads it and pronounces it. However, oh, what's Dom's? The guy. The reason why I was trying to trade Dom's because he has an extra D lineman. It is Takarist McKinley. Takarist. So he was like saying it like it was
I thought it was
Game of
Takarist.
Thrones. Takarist. There you go. Maybe it's Takarist.
I just call him Tack. People call him
Yeah,
Tack in
Tack.
real life. So that's usually what I just say it as.
Takarist. Yeah, UCLA.
Takarist.
UCLA has
Takarist.
produced Takarist, yeah. Like Dracarys from Game of Thrones.
What are you gonna set fire on everybody?
Yeah, right. Dude, UCLA produced so many good D linemen and like outs and like pass rushers the last couple of years. That's crazy. I forgot.
I wish we could do freaking custom draft classes, but there's no way you could do that. There's no way you could possibly do
You
that.
can't make it quote unquote fair.
Because
Yeah,
because
we would all
people would
who the good
know.
guys are.
Even if I didn't say which one I was picking, people would find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just, it wouldn't be fair. Like, how could you pick? Because this is what you get number. Like, if you get the number trade for number one pick, like, how's that fair? Because you know the best guy.
No.
Yeah.
Instead of him looking at it, I think you can do it where you could just select
Oh,
the
yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying.
2019 draft. So like all
But
the
then, like, we
rookies.
all technically. Well, actually, I don't know. Would it tell us which one we used? Or would other people be able to
I
like,
don't
look it
know,
up online?
but I'm guaranteed
You know.
there's some warriors out there who would just look at every single draft class.
Yeah. Wait till they see like.
And
the
I'm telling you right now, I'll be
corresponding.
accused of cheating if I did that because people would
there's
be
no,
like,
no question.
people would definitely think that I looked at it. Even if I hadn't looked at it, people would still think that I did.
Yeah, just safe. Always a safe.
It tells
bet,
me
just to
though
go
when I
with the fake
access
one.
the draft class.
I really
says it
like
in-
that. I really like that because that's we were all
It
worried
says-
about that. Like, not really worried because I mean all the commissioners are pretty like trustworthy guys. But remember we were saying at the very beginning, we're like,
We
just
didn't
even
want
show us what we
Yeah,
look.
Yeah.
because I wasn't sure. Yeah, I wasn't sure because I found out that it's only the head guy, like the person who created it, like me, that can look. But if I were to look, it would show up that I accessed the draft class.
Yeah.
What are these?
I'm probably just gonna head out. Get ready
Alright.
for this
Alright,
freaking
man.
MMA class.
It's alright.
Talk
It's
to y'all later.
Have fun.
winding down. See ya.
What are these fucking Packers names? He's got tight end Mommy Farts,
Oh my
halfback
God.
Roadhouse. Was that from Family Guy?
I don't
And
know.
right end Barack Obama.
I don't know if I want to deal with Fudge Packers.
I don't think Barack Obama is the correct spelling. I don't think he's got. I don't think that's how you spell it correctly. I could be wrong, but this might be correct. That's not. Is
Roadhouse.
that correct?
Oh my God! What the hell? What are we?
Yeah, that's
back-
not how you spell Barack Obama.
What position is he?
Right end.
Barack.
Barack Obama.
Mommy farts. Classic.
Roadhouse.
Classic. Is that all of his rookies? No. All right, you're gonna have to make Miles Benjamin Daddy farts.
Daddy farts. What about cousin farts?
Yeah, just
Would be 5 years old.
have have your old team with the farts. All right. Is there anything added you want to say in this podcast?
I think we got to get people on here.
You know what? I tried, and we should have another vote.
I think we got to make it like. I think we got to make it like Hard Knocks, where you have to come on.
I tried
Everybody
that.
has to take a
I
turn.
tried threatening people, and no one wants to get on.
You tried threatening people.
You know what? You better join the podcast, or bad things.
Tell them you
are gonna
better join the
happen.
podcast, or you're forced to forfeit your practice squad players.
Ooh, you know what? That might be a good debatable. The only person might not care is Big Trey.
You don't think Big Trey would care?
No, he did make his appearance on the podcast, but so I can't really. All right, I'm ending it.
We got it.
We're getting
We're
what?
ending it.
What's your final thoughts and farewell?
I don't have any final thoughts. I don't have any thoughts.
This concludes episode 6 of Podcast Gone Wild. What the fuck happened?
Keeping up with the Kardashians.
Keeping Up with the Kardashians. We should do a. We should do like a reality TV.
Is anybody a
show.
fan of Keeping Up with
No,
the?
we
Is
should do,
anybody
like-
a fan of Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
We
I
should do
want
a
to know.
reality TV show of a Madden league, like 32 different camera crews, and you gotta sit in front of the camera, play your game, and then after, once you lose, you just get your ass kicked by Cali Kane, and you're like, well, I don't know what else I could do, These fucking guys get to my quarterback in less than 0.5 seconds. I could show the clip. Should I show the clip?
Don't
No.
show the clip. There's leagues that require you to create content for them.
It's pretty cool. All right, that's a requirement. Requirement is
I
to
wouldn't
join
say
the
it's
podcast.
cool because some people have been a requirement is to listen to the podcast.
Yeah, so we can get advertising
We get
and
sponsored by Nike.
benefits. Yeah, yeah. We get sponsored by Nike, and everybody gets Nike Uncle Jerry's shirts.
Nike's Uncle Jerry's shirts. We gotta get like a good logo. What color should they be? I say we go with pink.
I think magenta. I think it's a better color.
Magenta.
All right, now we're just rambling. So, in the description down below, you can buy your Uncle Jerry's bikinis. So make sure you subscribe and
Speedos.
buy your Uncle Jerry's hot pink, magenta speedos and undergarments. Link to the shop, the Uncle Jerry shop. Should really get
Uncle
a store.
Jerry's laundry shop.
All right, we're rambling. All right, thanks guys for watching. This is podcast 6, Uncle Jerry's League. We'll be back next week, hopefully. If people want to get on, let me know, and you will get on. Maybe Big Trey. We'll see where the champ's
And
at
if you don't want to
now.
get on,
If you don't want to get on, then you're getting kicked.
you lose your practice squad players.
You lose your practice squad players and your speeders. All right, peace.